Minneapolis, 3rd Precinct. That's the police station right there. That's why I'm doing this shit, guys. What the? I ain't got part of that shit. Dude. Oh, I zoomed in. I'll zoom out a little bit. Those cops will come for you if you're pulling that crap.
Looks like, yeah. So as you can see, the auto goes through.
Guy just came with a hammer and smashed the windows.
I'm gonna fight you right now. You wanna go? What's up? Somebody hold my blunt.
Hey!
Somebody hold my blunt. I'm gonna get up. Hey! Are you a fucking cop? What's up? You came in and broke the fucking whole shit. What's up? What's your badge number?
This right here?
Yeah, they put them there
This
on
the
purpose.
setup.
They put them there on purpose,
Y'all know
bro.
where we at.
They gonna set them hoes right up on the route of.
Y'all know what building this is
Come
right
on
here.
now.
I ain't even gonna say what name it is.
Hey, where do them bricks go to? Where do them
This
bricks
is
go
setup.
to? Where do them bricks
We
go
gotta
to?
do better.
Ain't no damn
We
construction.
gotta do better.
Ain't no damn construction around here.
I see.
Ain't no damn construction around here. You just gonna set a pallet of bricks right there. Oh, okay.
Listen, I did jury duty 3 months ago. Y'all don't keep no bricks right there. Do better.
All right, I'm just showing you again. This ain't black folks out here doing this stuff. Black people are, you do have some black folks out here that acting crazy, but what people group doesn't. But by and large, so far in these Minnesota riots, who are you seeing doing all this stuff, destroying property? It's these white people. And we get the blame for it.
And you get a check directly from Soros.
Directly from Soros.
That's incredible.
Signed by him. He even invited me to lunch.
Does he sign it in blood?
He said if I'm willing to gather some more friends, I can get paid twice as much for every friend that I gather, and kind of set up a pyramid scheme.
And you can get rich just based on protesting for Soros, right?
I already have, yeah. So basically, I've been organizing most of the protesting that you see in California so far, and it's all due to being paid. If I wasn't paid, I would be skiing. Why?
This is unbelievable.
Yeah, I know. I just wish more people knew about it, because then we could actually start a movement.
Okay, thanks a lot, man.
Yeah.
We're building barricades. Go get everything you can find. Go get everything you can find. These are the boys right here. This is the team. There's more stuff that we can put out here. Hey, there's 3 picnic tables up here. There's a couple picnic tables up here. Let's go on. Come on, y'all.
I can't believe that. Now they circling. See then, look. I want you to know this is not. Don't police people's way of expressing themselves. Let me tell you this. This is not a black woman who's putting Black Lives Matter. I just want you to know that right, but y'all doing that for us, and we ain't asked you to do that. Listen, don't spray stuff on here when they gonna blame black people for this, and black people didn't do it. There's some black person, but if we wanted you to do it, we would have asked. They not gonna show y'all faces when they see that on their building. They gonna blame that on us. Y'all are part of the problem. News come on, they gonna say we did that. We didn't do that. Stuff like this ain't right. Stuff like this ain't right. That's what the problem is. We out here standing together peacefully, protesting without any problems. You got people of all races spraying on buildings talking about Black Lives Matter. That ain't even us. You got police officers coming to a peaceful protest spraying gas on us. We ain't even did nothing. Don't let the media fool you. When they see the vandalism on these places, know that it wasn't us. And when you see stuff like that, you're supposed to stand up and say something. Don't spray on these people's buildings. That's not our message. That's not helping nothing. And then putting it on us, and then want to argue with us and say somebody black asked you to spray. We don't need nobody to do nothing for us. That's why we out here doing it ourselves.
Why y'all trying to break in on top of the roof? Y'all is not gonna burn this shit up over here. You know this area? Yes. What area is this? Who just died in this area? So why the hell you up here trying to break in this shit? Huh? Get down right now, on camera. Who else is up here? Don't lie. All right, come down right now on camera. What? Where's your other buddy at? I have no idea. Hey! I swear to God, he's not here. Y'all come here. Y'all come here. Get y'all ass over here right now. Everybody come here. Come here right now. We gonna document this shit. Come here. Come here right now. Okay, bro. He was just on the roof. Hey, George Floyd, where are you from? Where are you from? I'm from Blaine. You're from Blaine? Yep. Minnesota. You're from Blaine, Minnesota. George Floyd just died over here. He's up here trying to bust in the roof of SA and SA, and next thing you know, this motherfucker would have been on fire later. That's what the hell they do.
I promise you I wouldn't have burned anything on fire.
You was about to bust in up there, we heard it.
I know, but I wasn't trying.
But you was about to bust in SA, right?
I was, you're right.
You was?
You're right.
Okay. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
Bring your shit, bro.
What's your name? We want to know your name. We want to know your name. We want to know your name.
Empty, put it on the floor, bro. Put it right here, bro.
Yeah, if you got your ID, we want to know your name.
I don't have my ID.
You don't have your ID? What's your name?
What's wrong with you, man?
You out here without an ID and everything. See, that's rude, bro. This man just died. This is his memorial.
I'm not trying to disrespect him.
You was just trying to bust in the damn gas station in front of his memorial. This shit is ridiculous. That shit is ridiculous.
You tried to break in this bitch, bro?
But we don't even go to that level because we on camera.
What you doing?
He was just trying to break in the damn gas station from the roof in front of George Floyd's memorial.
Grab your shit, bro. We finna walk your ass the fuck up out of here, bro. Grab your shit. You got a lighter? Grab your shit, bro. Grab your shit, bro. We finna walk your stupid ass from up out of here.
Yeah, come on.
Bro. Get your shit. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get your shit, bro.
We walking him out. Make sure he get the fuck out of here. Citizens arrest. This is a damn citizens arrest. Get the fuck out of here.
This way, no. What the fuck is this way, bro? My hands on you.
Hey, he from Blaine, Minnesota. He from Blaine.
Them two right there, hey, what is that?
Citizens arrest his ass. City motherfucker all the way from Blaine, Minnesota, trying to bust in the fucking SA and set this bitch on fire. Citizens arrest. Get the fuck out of here. He trying to bust in over here on the fucking SA roof in front of George Floyd's memorial.
Y'all get his plate. See who he with? He with somebody, y'all.
That's what they do. That's what they do. They come all the way over here to try to start some shit. Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go. This is a citizen's arrest. He just tried to fucking bust into SA and George Floyd's memorial and try to do some shit. We got a right to enforce a citizen's arrest.
You just heard them say they gonna shoot us. Hey, walk his ass down. Walk him down. Say your fucking name, bro.
What's your name? Hey, let them leave. Hey, don't do nothing. Don't do nothing, but let them go. Let them go, because we conducting a citizen's arrest. Hey, we conducting a citizen's arrest. Don't do nothing. We conducting a citizen's arrest. Don't do nothing, bro. Yeah, we conducting a citizen's arrest. Let them leave, bro. We conducting a citizen's arrest. Get out. Go to the right. Because he gotta go. He gotta go. All the way from Blaine, Minnesota, over here and trying to bust in the goddamn roof at George Floyd's memorial. Ain't this some shit? He's good. He's good. Because, bro, when you conduct a citizen's arrest, you don't want to do nothing. Because if we do that, then we gonna be in the fucking wrong. Let his ass leave, and we just keep an eye on George Floyd's memorial. Let his ass go. He from Blaine, Minnesota. We got all this shit on camera.
In sufficient numbers that we dominate the streets. Mayors and governors must establish an overwhelming law enforcement presence until the violence has been quelled. If a city or state refuses to take the actions that are necessary to defend the life and property of their residents, then I will deploy the United States military and quickly solve the problem for them. I am also taking swift and decisive action to protect our great capital, Washington, D.C. What happened in this city last night was a total disgrace. As we speak, I am dispatching thousands and thousands of heavily armed soldiers, military personnel, and law enforcement officers to stop the rioting, looting, vandalism, assaults, and the wanton destruction of property. We are putting everybody on warning. Our 7 o'clock curfew will be strictly enforced. Those who threaten innocent life and property will be arrested, detained, and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. I want the organizers of this terror to be on notice that you will face severe criminal penalties and lengthy sentences in jail. This includes Antifa and others who are leading instigators of this violence. One law and order, and that is what it is. One law. We have one beautiful law.
Shalom, giving all praise, glory, and honor to the Most High and His Son, who we believe as Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Avokakodash. Double honor to the elder apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And blessings to you, Akim, out there pushing this truth in all sincerity and faith and honesty. Much love and respect to you, brothers. And also blessings to you, few sisters out there listening and learning. Alright, I'm the fellow servant Kanakla coming at you once again with another lesson. And I don't know what I will title this lesson, but as you can see, post-production, there was a video, a series of videos how Edomites, known as aka so-called white people, being a key factors in pretty much, I would say, provoking these looters and the violence in the midst of these protests, okay? But the point is, you can see that so-called white people have a hand, all right, within these protests. But as the so-called black woman, all right, so-called black woman, which is the Israelite, all right, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans are the true Israelites of the Bible, all right? But the Israelite woman, aka the so-called black woman, she was saying, you know, all that is going to be blamed on us. So you have Esau has put agent provocateurs in the midst of these protests to do violent things. Okay, am I saying that only white people are doing the violent things? No, I'm not saying only them. But the point is, when all things are said and done, when this is written off, it's going to be looked at as just black people. It ain't gonna be said white people was strategically moving amongst these protesters and causing violence. No, it's just gonna be said, oh, these black people destroyed everything. That's how it's gonna be said. All right. So this, and get right to the precepts. This is Sirach 12:10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Okay. And never trust thy enemy. You have these so-called white people amongst, these Edomites amongst these protesting. And, these white people never care nothing about you. Okay. Then all of a sudden, here it is. They're spraying Black Lives Matter on the walls. Oh, they were paid to do that. Because if you watch that video, her face was covered up. All right. Everybody else's face was revealed, but the so-called white woman that was spraying, her face was covered up so she can be identified. Okay. So they may look as if they're helping you. But, oh, look, they're spraying Black Lives Matter and destroying the property. No, they're spraying Black Lives Matter, but at the end of the day, who that's going to be blamed on? That's not going to be like, oh, well, maybe a white person wrote this, a so-called white person. Maybe Edomite wrote. No, that's not going to be said. It's going to be looked at as you so-called Negroes, as they call you niggas, destroyed our property and put that on there. But all this is leading up to, so as I put in the post-production, Donald Trump is getting ready to deploy the military within there. This is just the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, so never trust thy enemy, for as like iron rusts, so is his wickedness. Okay, so as iron continue to rust, so will the wickedness of these Edomites, these so-called white people. Okay, they're not there to help you. They haven't cared about your struggles at all. Then all of a sudden, here it is. I can't breathe and whatever, man, whatever the case may be. You saw within those groups, the so-called white man was paying and organizing. How can I put it? He was paying and organizing chaos, man, in the midst of those protests. The video where he's like, hey, we got more picnic tables, we can put more stuff out, this and that. He's organizing it, man. He's the brains behind all this violence, man. Okay, it says, so he humble himself, verse 11, and go crouching, yet take good heed and be aware of him. Okay, you got to always be aware of the so-called white man. If he helping you is not for your own good. But we can clearly see here, he's helping you. So what? When they're justified in bringing the military into your neighborhoods and wiping you out, because in the midst of this, of why this is taking place, they saying there's articles out now how they're saying that the rules of social distancing is being broken. There's fears of a second wave of the coronavirus. So what are they gonna say? Oh, well, you black people's out there looting and breaking the coronavirus mandates, so to say, and now it's coronavirus and spread out. Now, man, that's gonna give them all the reason to go into your neighborhoods with the military, in the form of the medical martial law or whatever the case may be, to kill you, man, to vaccinate you, to chip you ultimately. Okay, it says, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass. Okay, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. Okay, so so-called white man can appear and clean himself up and act as if he's good, but it's still, that rust is still present, or meaning his wickedness. They're just the wicked. Read the book of Malachi. Edom is the border of wickedness. Verse 12 says, set him not by thee. So set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou, and you can know that's by prime example, the Native American Indians, which also are Israelites. Okay, they set them by their right hand. They fed them, they nourished them to health. They taught them how to cook. Taught the so-called Europeans how to cook and clean themselves. And what happened? Their seat was taken, meaning this land. It says, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Verse 13, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh a wild beast? So who gonna pity a charmer? And here it is, he's playing with a snake and he got bit. You know, nobody's really gonna feel sorry for that man compared to a guy that's just walking and then he walked by a snake and it bites him, compared to a guy that's actually provoking a snake and playing with a snake. You know, who you gonna feel sorry for the most? You gonna feel sorry for the one that just walked by and got bit, instead of the one that was actually playing with the snake and you know, had it around his neck and using it as a pet. Okay, or such as one that come nigh a wild beast. That's like somebody walking up and playing with a lion. You know, he's like, dude, why would you walk up to the lion and play with him? Why would you walk up to that beast and play with him? Like, it's a beast. You're going to get a hit. And that's spiritual, because why? NATO and the EU is the beast. This European empires is the beast in the book of Revelation. Okay, so that's spiritual. Okay, so be aware of this, man. Okay, next scripture I want to get is ignorant of Satan's devices, New Testament. All right, and it's in Corinthians. And I don't have nothing on hand here. 1 Corinthians 2:11 says, lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we're not ignorant of devices. We clearly see what's about to take place, man. That they're preparing to send the military to pretty much destroy Jacob, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Next scripture I'm going to get is Jeremiah, 30:7. Jeremiah 30 verse 7, and it reads, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And what? That's the elect. Okay, because 2/3 of our people are going to get caught up in this because they don't believe in the Lord, man. They're not walking in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. They're not seeking after the Lord. They're not in his truth. They don't believe in his truth, man. Okay, so they're going to get caught up when the military come in as a flood. Okay, 2/3 of our people going to get caught up in this thing. All right. Yep, 2nd Ezra 16:68. So when Donald Trump began to bring in them troops, this is what's going to take place. It says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. Because a lot of things is transpiring, man. Okay, here it is, the whole coronavirus thing just so-called subsided, and everything was opening back up, and people saw a light, which was an illusion. Okay, then what? This whole riots and looting popped off. Okay, what? This is the Lord, man. Because there's not going to be no peace on Babylon. Babylon is done. It's finished, man. Okay? So, only thing left for Babylon is destruction. It says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and reproach and trodden underfoot. For there shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Because, man, at the same time, here it is, the whole coronavirus thing just blew over. Now, while we still on lockdown, we still have curfews, 7 o'clock curfews, man. You know, you can't even go down the store to the nearest Wawa's, which is a gas station that's usually open 24/7. You can't even go down to the Wawa's and grab you nothing to drink or nothing to eat or get gas, man. Because we on our curfew. Okay? So this is the new norm of America, man. Lockdowns, curfews, man. Police state. Alright? Wake up, man. America is finished. You people need to wake up out there. Those of you that believe, man. Alright? It says, for there, verse 7, it says, for there shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. And that's how those troops gonna come in, man, like madmen. All right? The Lord gonna put a spirit on these troops. And man, they gonna come through the sword of the Lord. Esau Edom was going to come through and kill a lot of you so-called blacks and Hispanics, man, and Native Americans. All right, and he's setting you up for this. This is your enemy, man. He's setting you up, systematically setting you up. He said, look, blacks and Latinos are the number ones affected by the coronavirus. Now here it is, so-called blacks, and then, you know, I seen a few Latinos amongst them, but so-called blacks, which is the tribe of Judah, Hebrew Israelites, are rioting and protesting. So here it is now. Oh, well, there hundreds of them are in groups and groups and groups. Now the coronavirus, man, I'm telling you, we've been telling you through Spirit and Power Yahweh Shem Shah, the Most High speaking through his men, all right, that this man is coming with great wrath, all right? And we warning you, man. We warning you. The Lord is pleading with his people of the elect, those that believe, those that seeking him. The Lord is pleading with you, man. It's coming. The sword is being sharpened. Mass death is getting ready to take place, man. This economy is getting ready to collapse. There's a famine getting ready to come. There's a third world war brewing. This is the end, man. This is time. Okay, so seek the Lord while he may be found, man. This is deadly serious, man. We're not playing. We're not fear-mongering. We're not up here joking with you, man. We're dead serious, man. We are seeking the Lord. We're watching. Those of you out there believe, you need to do the same thing before it's too late, man. Okay, verse 72. It says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. And what? And haul you into a concentration camp and say you got COVID-19 because you was out there protesting. You need to be tested. You know, all type of scenarios, man, are going to take place. It says, hear, O ye my beloved, said the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your God. So Jacob's trouble is at hand, but the Lord is going to deliver us out of these things, man. If we believe and we hold the faith. Okay? All right, so let me get this precept and I'm going to get ready to close out here. It's Matthew 24. Okay, and this is Yahweh Shai speaking when they asked him about the end. Okay? Where I want to start at. I'll start at I'll start at 14. Yeah, I'll start at 14. I don't want to make this too long already. It says, "In this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come." And that's why the end is come, because this word, this gospel, has been preached throughout all the world. Okay? It says, "When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand." Okay? And ultimately, this is talking about 70 AD, when the Romans invaded or seized Jerusalem, man, with their troops and their armies. So the same thing is going to happen in this time. The Romans, which we are under the revitalization of the Roman Empire. Okay, it's not the Roman Empire, all right, but it's the regeneration of the Roman Empire, man. Okay, America. It says, "Then let him which be in Judea flee into the mountains," because during that time, what they did, they fled, all right, mainly into what you know as Egypt or Africa, man. All right, so in this time, we're doing it spiritually. What? Fleeing into the mountains. The scriptures say that the name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous runneth to it, and it's safe, man. Okay. Verse 17 says, "Let him which be on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house." Why? Because this is time to flee. When them troops come in, the abomination of desolation, when them troops come in and sparing none, making everything desolate, all right, shooting and killing, all right, it's going to be a time to flee. It says, "Not to let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes." All right. So these are just scenarios, man. Okay, of pretty much what's going to be taken down. Pretty much it's the time to get. It was that time to get up out of there during 70 AD, because the Romans were coming. It was that time to flee. So now in this time, it's spiritual. Okay, come out of the ways of Babylon. Come out of America. Read that in Revelation, the 18th chapter. That ye be not partakers of her sins, and that means spiritually. Seek the Lord, man. Come out of this world and get into this gospel, this truth, this ministry, man. Okay. It says, and woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. Because why? That was the time of 70 AD. Once again, that was the time where all right, Yahushua wasn't coming to deliver nobody back then. He spoke of the destruction and abomination of desolation. But now in this time, all right, man and his household are going to be saved, man. All right, man and his household are going to be saved. Woe to them that with child and them that give suckers. Hey, that's 2/3 of our people in these times, man. That's not covered by the blood of Yahushua, man. All right, they're gonna starve to death, man. Okay. Verse 20, it says, but pray that your flight be not in winter, neither on a Sabbath day. It says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor even shall be. So, and that's spoken of in Daniel's 12th chapter, man. It's going to get bad out here, man. Okay? This economy collapsing and a famine. Man, it's race wars, civil wars, diseases. It's going to be terrible out here, man. Verse 22, and it says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, all right, those days shall be shortened. So once again, you brothers out there with families, or you got loved ones that you care about, all right, and this time, all right, there's gonna be a deliverance, man. Remember, all right, it's the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. All right. So that's pretty much it, man. You know, through the Spirit, I'm not gonna overdo it. You know, I think I said all I had to say through the Spirit. All right. And with that, until next time, man. You know, I'm gonna say shalom. You know, brothers are watching. Hey, and at the same time, you know, brothers are excited. Let me close out with that precept real quick. Because, yeah, you know, times are getting bad, but we know that these things have to come to pass. Because why? We at the end, man. Okay, it's time to get out of here. All right? It is time to get out of here. So we actually welcome. All right? We actually welcome these things. Okay? We actually happy that these things are taking place. See, I want to start at Salakia. I'm going to just straight to the point. Luke 21 and 28. It says, and these things begin to come to pass. Then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. So yeah, you know, there's some terrible times that's getting ready to take place. But we welcome these things, man. We are excited. We're charged up. Why? Because we have faith. And we expect, all right, deliverance. And we expect salvation in these times. Okay, so with that, until next time, I'm gonna say shalom. All praise to Yahweh Bashim Hashai Bashim Kakadash, double unsettled apostles. Blessings to you, sincere brethren out there pushing truth, and blessings to you sisters out there listening and learning. Shalom.